Hello again and welcome once more to my channel. I'd like to talk to you about the reincarnation theory and why it is a false belief system. Of course it is. I have talked about this before, but in Swedish. And now I try to do it in English. Okay. So what does the reincarnation system say? Well, it says that when you die, you will come back to Earth and learn from your previous mistakes that you did in your previous lives. But you will only remember bits and pieces, and not even that. So if you just listen to that it sounds pretty illogical. It sounds very unloving. I think so. For you to come back over and over here to this hellish place just to learn from previous mistakes and not even remember anything at all. And so it continues. Why do we believe this? Well, I don't know actually, but a lot of people do actually. So. And I have also truly believed it, because I have remembered about 25 lives or something, or maybe more. And I have remembered strong memories of 3 or 4 lives when I lived in England and when I lived in Portugal. And also a life as a monk in Tibet or Nepal or something. Yes. But they were not my lives. And I will explain what really happened and why we remember earlier lives. So when you incarnate here on Earth, you will take your mother and father's emotional injuries. You will take some of your mother and father's emotional injuries with you or inside you. So if your father is an alcoholic or something, you will have you will not be an alcoholic, but you will be drawn to drink alcohol, like that. And if you have a genetic disorder, you may also have that too. And as you grew up, you will start to make your own decisions and choices, and that will either be unloving or loving. And when it's unloving, that means you will get more emotional injuries within you, and those injuries will attract more spirits. More spirits with similar emotional injuries. One thing we don't realize quite yet is that we all have a lot of spirits with us, both that are benevolent and those who are malevolent or vicious or something. But we also have a lot of celestial spirits with us who wants to help us. But those who doesn't want to help us, who has a lot of anger or hate or something, they are attracted to us because of our own emotional injuries. So when we start to remember earlier lives, we actually remember those lives. So if, let's say, for example, I remember a life in England with this person, he was a male, he lived in mid 1900, and he was working as a bookie. He killed himself because of the choices he made in his life. And I really understand why I have attracted this spirit in my life, because I have an injury in me which is similar to his injury. So when I remember that life, it was actually his life I remember. So today when I realized this, it helped me a lot, but it also helped this person a lot. So he understood that he could do something about that and start to process his own injuries instead of following me all the time. So it's also a loving thing to do, to realize that, to truly realize that we don't reincarnate at all, and we only live one life here on Earth, which is pretty good, I think. I, for once, wouldn't choose to come back here, not until it is a better place anyway. And we don't have a conscious memory of our life before this, and if we do, it's these other people's memories we receive. It's not our own memories. There is spirits who believe in reincarnation and that help people to reincarnate here on Earth. And what happens there is that the child's soul condition, which means that the child's spirit body is much brighter than the person who wants to help another spirit to come back into that physical body. And those spirits doesn't see the child's spirit body, because it's very much brighter than the person who wants to help. So they just see a physical body and think it's empty, but it's not. It's this child's spirit body who already is there, and when they push, when they try to help other people to get down in that physical body, they actually damage the child and overcloak this child. So it's not a loving thing at all. You can reincarnate on Earth, but it takes some things, and I will explain what it takes. Nobody has reincarnated on Earth until 1962. Before that, no one had ever reincarnated on Earth. And they managed to do it because we all have a soulmate, another half of ourselves, a male or a female, who we are meant to be with. And the more loving we get, the more brighter we become. And once we have received so much love in our soul that a soul union could take place. That's the first time we can reincarnate, because then the soul is whole again, and you have the choice to reincarnate here on Earth. And it's very few people who have gotten to that state of being when you are at one with your other half. But there are some who is, and they have decided to return to Earth and learn us who live here about love, and how to receive love and how to be more loving. But you can't reincarnate until you have reached that state, which is at one with your other half, at one with your soulmate. So right now you are just one half of a soul, which is, I think, is very, very loving, because it means that you have another person out there who is meant for you. Okay, if you have any questions or wanna think about something, or just wanna say something, do so please in the comments below or mail me. Okay, thank you for now. Bye.